Good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Reginal Drummer, the Peopleologist, coming to you live on this powerful Sunday, July the 10th. It's a powerful uh, day indeed. A lot's going on. We're in this about to get into the summer months, and it's going to be hot. And one of the things we always focus on over here is staying ready at all times. Staying ready at all times. So I want to encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe over here to Square Mile Media Atlanta. And also hit the little notification button so you know anytime we on the air or any of our co-contributors are on the air. But for the We Are Ready session, there are many things that are happening and we have to be prepared at all times. We have to be prepared at all times. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. So whether it's doom and gloom, whether it's putting those things in order for disasters, whether man-made or whether they be just natural disasters, we have to be ready. So I hope you're going over to our Real Ready page and seeing some of those things that you need to put in place for your survival, where it's come down to you, your family, and your community. A lot of times we pushing that real hard. We'll be talking about that a little later down the road. But tonight, we're going to be talking about jobs in the community, jobs in the community, jobs in the community. Wherever you go, you see signs up. You see signs up that say we're hiring, signing bonuses, a lot more per hour, things of that nature. But at the same time, especially in the minority of the Black and brown community, a lot of people say they can't find jobs. A lot of people say there's no opportunity. We can't qualify for these jobs. We don't have what it takes for these jobs. So there are some programs to help people get into position. Atlanta just won the World Soccer. So over the next 4 years, there's going to be a lot going on. Now, even myself at 63, 6.3, I might be a little too old for the job market. I might be a little too old for the job market. I can do some consulting, but I can't do no heavy lifting. I can do more supervising than I can do work. But for the young people, this is going to be a major opportunity, not just in Atlanta, across the United States. There's going to be opportunities out of this whole thing, this rebuilding of America. You see, I'm back with the flag. Anytime we got the flag in the background, you know what we're talking about. Yeah, we're talking about America. America runs on people working. America runs on people working, whether paid or unpaid. But here's a challenge now for all of us. We can get paid. If you got young ones staying around the house, you need to invite them on. Let them know that there's some opportunities, there's training. We can get in position. We can get our families in position so that they can have good jobs. And not just good jobs, you can have training where you can also open some business doors, be self-employed, be a business owner. But tonight I'm joined by a young lady that's very active in the community. She's always doing some things to uplift herself, the family, the community, and just people at large. Miss Annette Wilson, how you doing this evening?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm so fired up. I can't stop it. But I know you fired up when I say Miss Chicago.
Yes,
I know. Yes, ma'am.
About everything that's going on here in Atlanta. There is so many great opportunities here. And the main opportunity that we have that's really, really hot now is cybersecurity.
Oh, say that again?
It's cybersecurity.
Okay. Well, before you just slice that up and throw it on the grill, can you tell them a little bit about yourself and how you got involved in this type position to help our young people and others get jobs and opportunities?
Yeah, I can start off by talking about a little bit about United Youth of America. That's the name of the organization. And what we do is train not just young people, but also older people. Seemed like, since this pandemic, we had transition because some of the older people now, which is like my age, is interested in a new skill set. So we trying to also give them a new skill set where they can also take care of their families. Another thing that's going on is that everything is becoming technology based. And it seemed like since the pandemic, everything is switching up. Like, for instance, when it comes to anything dealing with IT, which is included like robotics, the kiosk machine that you go to the stores and the restaurants and you put your information on what you want to order, and all these other different IT uh, technology, like the robotic arm they have that's going to be going into the restaurant, and that's going to eliminate jobs. But guess what? It don't need somebody to fix those robots. There needs somebody, and even with the delivery now, they getting ready to use the drone, Amazon, on delivering food by the drones now. So those a lot of positions, new type of position that they're going to need people to come in and know how to do. To get your FAA drone certification, to learn how to fix robots and things like that, and that's dealing with robotics. Then you talk about cybersecurity, which dealing with preventing somebody from hacking your business. Like a lot, not just your business. They right now they are hacking your email addresses. Like, for instance, I just talked to somebody the other day and they had their email address hacked. And just by opening up something that say pay a bill. So they thought they didn't pay the bill. So they went ahead and clicked on it. It looked just like a bill pay. They showed it, and she was out of $30,000. A lot
Wow.
of things is going on like that. So just be aware when you clicking on these different links on your email addresses, and you get all these pop up on your phone and say, "Hey, this is a fraud. This is a scam," or somebody calling you. It's just so many different things out here. People is doing it just every day is something. They say, "Oh, did you pay your bill?" Or somebody stole your information. Can you verify your social security number? And you get on the phone and you verify your social security number, thinking that you try to prevent getting hacked, and they're the hackers. So a lot of stuff is out there. So
Wow.
what we do is train in cybersecurity that's going to prevent you from being hacked. So like right now, I'll be telling everybody that's kind of seasonal is that you need to embrace this technology. Embrace the
Say that
technology
again.
that's seasonal.
Okay.
to embrace this technology and don't run away from it. Just embrace it. As far as just being aware of what's going on. Don't be afraid to learn different things. It's okay to learn. Learning, you should always continue to learn something. Um, and it's a great opportunity. Like I said, it's from all ages, from 18 and up now. That's what I'm working with. That's my population now, 18 and up, learning cybersecurity support technician. That's what we have, and that's a great program. And then, and me myself, I'm a veteran. I like that flag back there. I support the veterans out there. And I was Army, and I started off becoming a chef. So of
Mm,
course we're gonna have a culinary arts program for those who like cooking.
okay.
So
Okay.
we have a culinary arts program that we teaches young people and older people on how to be in culinary arts management. We teach you how to be a manager. So you going into the manager field. I have a young lady. I got about a couple of people who've been in my program and who have completed my program and now working in the field of culinary arts as a supervisor. I got one that's a supervisor now at the Holiday Inn, and one that's a supervisor at, believe it or not, at the Waffle House. And people say, "Oh, the Waffle House," but those managers at the Waffle House, they paying some money now. Back before the pandemic, they was paying like what? Probably like $15,
$7, $8 an hour.
Now they paying her $55,000. Yeah, $55,000 a year as a manager at the Waffle House. But she got all her credentials. And the credential that you receive is going to be like supervisor management, nutrition certifications, also serve safe, of course, and safety and sanitation. So when you go and when you complete our program, you get all these different certifications that's in the program. So, hey, the sky is the limit. And you also get an opportunity also be a member of ACF, American Culinary Federation, which is one of the top organizations out there when they're dealing with the culinary field. During the pandemic, before the pandemic, they used to have competitions and all of that. And some of my students used to be participating in those competitions, and they may give away $300 or $400 or $500. And so those are some things you'll be a part of, being part of United Youth for America. And we got a lot of jobs out there, And, you know, things is different now. And it's a good thing because now people have an opportunity to make more money and take care of their families. Because before in the culinary industry, they were struggling. You know, they didn't want to pay them no money. It was like working. They looked at culinary as a second job or a third job. Oh, that's a third job. That's a second job. You know, they weren't looking at it as a central job, but they thought about it when during the pandemic, everything shut down. They had no favorite restaurants. But like,
Because I had a question, Mr. Annette, because you know we see a lot of times people saying they giving this money out, signing bonuses and things of that nature, and a lot of young people think they can just get off the street and run in there and get that signing bonus and get that money. But if you don't have some of these skill sets or some of these certifications, you're not gonna get that big money. You're not gonna get that big money.
No,
you're not gonna get that big money. So can you explain to the audience the importance of certification?
Yeah, it's really, really, really important to get your certification, especially your serve safe. Everybody who get into the culinary field or want to work at any restaurant must first get their serve safe. So we do. And the good thing about this is a federal funded program. This is state funded from the state of Georgia. So, hey, you don't have to worry about paying for this. And the good thing about it, this is an apprenticeship program. So, hey, you work as you learn. So you learning and you working at the same time. So
say that again.
You learning and you working at the same time.
Okay.
So you earn and you learning.
Wow.
So with the culinary program, I place everybody in about the third week. I give you the basic essentials. I get you your first certification in the culinary, which is your serve safe. And then we get you some life skills and we get you some job readiness course. And that's normally don't run no whole long time. But we want to make sure when you hit that job, you prepare. Because it's easy to get a job, but is it easy to keep a job? So we want them to not just get the job, but keep the job. And we work with companies. And like I said, we're working with the Holiday Inn and they restaurants. And we also work with, like I said, the Waffle House. We working with the state of Georgia as well in the cafeteria area and a couple other organizations we working with. So just be aware that it's great opportunities out here. But just remember, you need to get your certification, you know, and it don't take you long to get your certification. because the program is set up. Most of my students, they get all their certification within, for culinary, about 6 to 7 months. You get all of your certification, but you have to continue doing your on-the-job training. So you'll be working during that whole time you in the program. Okay, so you'll be working and working and working and getting paid and coming to class at the same time. Hey, so you can't beat that.
I got a question coming from our audience out here. Is there an age limit on the training?
Okay, like I said, right now it used to be 16 to 24, but guess what? The parents wanted to be in the program. So I went and talked to the state and I said, hey, you know what? These parents want to be in this program. And they said, okay, put the parents in the program. They need help too. So we take ages 18 and up.
Okay.
My oldest candidate was 62.
Wow. He was eligible for Social Security, and he decided to go back into the workplace. Whoa.
I don't know if you want to get back in the workplace, or a lot of them come in for different reasons. Some of them want to start their own business. So you got those like, hey, I want to start my own business. So I sent them to the program to get their certification so they can start their own business. So when you go and start your own business and go down there and ask for a loan, they're going to ask you, they want to know what, okay, we don't give you this 50,000 or 60,000, whatever they ask for to get this. Cause most of them want food trucks. Food trucks is hot right now. So they be wanting a food truck. So we said, hey, you need your credentials too. You got to learn how to supervise. You got to know how to do conversion. You got to know what the cost management is for you to run this food truck. And you need to know, you got to know safety and sanitation. So you got to be able to pass your health inspection when the health inspection people come. So it's both ways you can look at this. You can look at this as as I need to go and get a job. And you can look at this as this an opportunity for me to start my own business. So we also partner with other organizations that we team up with to help you in that process.
Well, listen to that. The quick question in the chat is, how do we apply? How do we get this?
Okay, so how you apply, you go to the website. And the website is uyoa.org. And once you go to the website, you will do apply now. And once you apply now from the website, you'll see an application. And once you see that application, then you'll see the second application, which is the how to attach the form. Then you'll go into Georgia eligibility requirement, and you'll go through that whole video. You'll go through the whole video, and you're going to answer all those questions, use all those documents, especially if you are located in metropolitan area. We cover the whole state of Georgia. So depending on where you are located in the state of Georgia, then you can go from there. But the first thing you'll do is apply now, fill out the application, and hey, that's it, right online, and it comes straight to me. And once you fill out the application and go through the process, then I will contact you and say, hey, are you interested in this program? And I'm gonna give you the feedback or additional information or anything else you don't understand or need help in getting processed.
Awesome. Now, we had said and talked earlier, what do you got for the veterans? Because a lot of veterans, they catching a hard time. What are some of the opportunities out there for veterans?
Okay, for the veteran, we are taking the GI Bill for the veteran. We accept the GI Bill, and we also have a program for veterans that are actively in the military now, like the young veteran that's in the military. And it's not like it used to be. You know, when we used to be in the military back in the day, they like, okay, you in the military, you get out, okay, I see you later. good luck with your life and thank you for your
Right.
service.
Pat on the back.
Yeah, get your pat on the back. But now, boy, they really is going out for our veterans that's in the military. Now they're giving them training, they're getting their degrees, they're getting their certification while they are in the military. So the good
Wow.
thing now, what they're doing is give them an opportunity to get their certifications. So what I like about why they're in the military, so we also a part of an organization called Army Ignited. And this is just for my Army people because I'm Army and I just passionate about the Army. So it's a program called Army Ignited, and they'll pay for your certification while you are in the military. And this is active Army, National Guards, and reservists. So if you go into
Wow.
my website, you will see on the website Army Ignited, and then you will just click on that, follow the directions, and just go through the process.
Okay. Uh, and I know, especially you mentioned. I know the young people, and I know you got great opportunities, and you've been working with the veterans, and so many other people. Uh, you look at the job, I know, and I see you in other states as well, but here in Atlanta, the job market probably over the next 4 years is pretty optimistic.
Right,
Uh, I remember when they were building the stadium, and they're going to do so much building, and there's going to be so many restaurants, and like you said, with cybersecurity, all this stuff. So it's going to be a great opportunity for people to go back to work. It's going to be a great opportunity for people to go back to work over the next
right.
4 years and on. Um, what if somebody's kind of apprehensive, they kind of, I don't know, especially older people. Older people finding out the money kind of funny. Uh, it's not going as far as it used to be. People not putting Walmart or Home Depot or any of those down, but a lot of the older people, that was their only choice, or the lotto, for some
Right,
extra money.
right,
There's
right.
a breeder, but now there's some opportunities for gray haired, gray bearded Americans to get some work.
Yes, and that's another thing. If you want to change your skill set, this will be a
Mm,
great opportunity for you. It depends on which direction you're looking for. Are you looking to be an entrepreneur, or are you looking to be a to change your skill set so you can go and get a better job, a better opportunity? Because it's out there. Like the cybersecurity support technician, I just had like two people who was in my program the last time, and they making $65,000 just with one of their certification, and
whoa,
that's
say that again.
65,000.
Woo,
Yeah, with no experience in that field.
wow,
And they
whoa,
paying now. They are paying now. I got another program right now. I'm working with another group, and they say anybody who go through Miss Wilson program, we're going to start them off with at least 45. So right now, I got a veteran program. Right now, I got a veteran program. If you come through my program and you are a veteran, um, they will pay for you to go back. The first 80 days, you making $15 an hour as you earning and learning. After the 80 days, you go up to 47,000, becoming a COBOL mainframe operator. So that's the program I'm having for veterans right now. So matter of fact, this week we're going to be doing all our interviewing for that program. So if you interested, give me a call. Um, but you got to be a veteran, and it don't matter how old you are. You can it don't matter, long as you want to learn. That's the thing. Do you want to learn? Can you come to class every day? Can you follow direction? Do you want to do you want a better life? That's what it
mm,
comes down to. And are you dedicated? So if you dedicated, you want a better life, just let us know. And that's this week. After this week, the next program will be for IT women. IT women, that's going to start in September. So everybody that's in my program now will get an opportunity to get a good job in IT. So those are some of the contacts and connections that I have as being part of that you can also receive by being part of this program.
Wow. Wow. So that's a lot of opportunity out here. And you're going to like this one. We put it out, and I think we put this out a long time ago. The 4F's. Find it, focus
it, and finish.
Follow up, and yes, finish. This is an opportunity because, people coming to Atlanta now, and this is why, and I just got to throw this in because they said, Drummer, every now and then you just throw a caveat in there that might have nothing to do with the conversation, might have nothing to do with the conversation, but it's relevant. Now, there will be people that come to Atlanta. I'm just going to say Atlanta from other countries, whether either Ukraine, okay? Now,
yeah, they here now. They here now. They talking about it right now on the news about the people coming from Ukraine.
Yeah, I just saw it. They're gonna get trained, they're gonna get elevated, and they're gonna come in and get some of these good paying, great paying jobs. Now, it's no excuse. It's no excuse. It's no excuse for somebody in Atlanta that's here, where you're born here, coming through here, for you not to get some of this money. Atlanta is booming. It ain't going nowhere. Everything they need to build, they about to build. Everything they need to build, they're about to build it.
Use so many people from Ukraine that's coming in, and I already know with 9 out of 10 they may stay. Right now they housing them. People just volunteering their houses. People volunteering their houses to let these people live with them. 9 out of 10 they may also send them to our favorite place in Atlanta, Clarkston. That's where they send most of those refugees, is in Clarkston. So 9 out of 10 they'll be going there, and I may be talking to the mayor there and finding out from her, do they have any candidates who want to be in this program? Yeah, who want to take advantage of these opportunities to change their lives, to make a better life. And people who's from United States, and if you African American too, and you really want to change in your life, and you're serious about changing your life, and you want a better job, United Youth for America is a place to come to get you a start.
And this is like the hint, clue. This could be for you. If you got somebody sitting at the house playing video games, don't see a way out, there are so many opportunities now. There are so many opportunities now. Don't let this slide you by. Don't let this pass you by. This is the big next big thing for a lot of our people, that if they one of the questions was, do you have to have a high school diploma?
Yes, you do have to have a high school diploma. Yes, you have to have a high school diploma with these programs, because these are like manager programs. So, but we do have a partner with the GED, which is the Board of Education, right there on 1757 Marydale Drive in Atlanta, Georgia, that you can go and get your GED. And then once you get your GED, then you can come, and their next pathway can be with United Youth of America.
So there's still hope, and there's still opportunity.
There's still hope and there's still opportunity. But the first thing we want to make sure is that you are committed. That you are committed and you really want to do this. So if you don't have a high school diploma, we have a place to send you so you can go get your high school diploma. And once you get your high school diploma, then you can come into the program as a pathway. and get your certifications and start from there. And some people, it don't take them long to get their GED. Some people take their test, they go in there, take their test, they knock it out, and hey, then they could come right to me.
Okay.
So it depends on where you at, you know. But there's opportunities out here. Just know that there's opportunities are out here, and you can just go from there.
Mm. And I know you got some success stories on all sides. A lot of times, people have to see somebody else do it uh, to move and motivate them to feel like they can do it. A lot of over the last couple of years, and I know just from me riding around Atlanta, moving around Atlanta, I see so many companies that's asking and need people for work. Need people for work. So I got to ask this question: how important is it that people be able to pass drug tests?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had to throw it out there. You know who I'm working with.
you okay? I understand that question too. Now, what I tell people, hey, if you want to be a manager, you're gonna have to pass a drug test. That's simple. IT. I haven't heard anything about have to take a drug test, but that Waffle House, $55,000 job a year. Oh, you have to pass a drug test, and they take your hair samples. So
What? Okay.
they take your hair samples.
Wow.
So you know what that means. And I tell everybody who comes to my program, I said, if you smoking, you need to stop. Point blank. Because I think the company now, if you come in there as just a plain worker, they'll probably just get you just take a regular urinalysis and then you done. But if you want to be a manager, I'm sure they don't want their managers being on drugs. And that's what it's all about. They don't want their managers on drugs. So it's important that that you have to take your you know take your drug test. So just be aware of that. And I tell all of my participants, if you smoking, stop. If you smoking, stop. And our young people, they really have or maybe you need to go to rehab, you know. But in the state of Georgia, even though you came from California, that card do not work in Georgia.
Okay. Wow. I had a question from our audience, Miss Wilson. And in your opinion, how important is apprenticeship training? How critical and how important is apprenticeship training?
Now, yeah, because I get that question all the time. What's the difference between an apprenticeship program and a traditional school? And a traditional school is set up like you go get your degree, and then after you get your degree or certificate or whatever you getting, then we're going to place you on a job. Okay? But apprenticeship is set up, like I said, you earn where you learning. Now, like I said, in 3 weeks, we normally place you, but you have to be working on that job for at least a year, maybe a year and a half. But like the first thing I ask somebody, you ain't afraid to work. And if you make it 55 to 17 dollars an hour, you don't mind going to work. You're like, yeah, that's good. I'm doing good, you know. Now, if you are in the IT field, it's a little bit different. Okay. They're not going to sit up there and allow you to get on their computer and the only thing you know how to do is pack.
So what?
you, you only know how to pack. So what we do, is we first give you 2 certification in our cybersecurity support technician. And this is a we give you your A plus and your network plus certification. You got to start from the beginning. A lot of people be like, oh, I want to go straight to security plus, but you don't even know the terms and the language that you need. If they say something, go get this right here, and this cable wire 563, you won't even know what to get because you don't even know the term of that. But if you are, let's say, get your A plus and your first, we allow you to get your A plus certification. We deal with technician. That's the help desk person. That's the geek squad person. That's the person who fixing your computer. And that's the person, if you making a phone call and you got problems with your computer, that's the person on the other end who telling you what to do. So that's to become you. So that's your first certification you receive. Then we place you at that point, or we try to place you at the point, depending on what you've been doing in class. Because I'm not going to place you on a job right away if you're not coming to class, or you always late, or you're not finishing your work, or you got all these other different elements that preventing you to be the best student. You don't like participating. So what we end up doing is have you go through most of the program to make sure that this is something that you can do. Can you keep up with your work assignments and work at the same time? Because some people can't do that, because this A plus certification is not easy. You got to study. Because with that easy, we wouldn't have no epidemic. We wouldn't have no problem. Right now, I just went to a conference here with Nice Conference. They said it's 718,000 positions in cybersecurity.
Wow.
So it was that easy, everybody be doing what? They'll be doing it. But like I said, if you get those certifications, like I can tell you, they paying a lot of money. Like I said, the minimum that they was paying with the contract that I have with the other company is $45,000, and that's for 1 year, and then they'll give you a pay raise after that. So hey, that's a good start. That's a good start when you wasn't making no more than $13 or $14.
Right.
You know, that's a good start.
Wow. Well, you know, it's definitely an opportunity, and it's for those that prepare. We always say over here, if you prepare and plan and position yourself properly, you can get paid. If you prepare and position yourself properly, you can get paid. There's a lot of opportunities, and over the next couple of years, the economy, I know people complaining about the price of gas. The rent in Atlanta is going to go up. Rent's going to go up. So you got to start making some money. There's no way around it.
And believe it or not, a lot of these positions are hybrid. That means you may come in like 2 or 3 days and you at home the other 2 or 3 days. Or some of them may be 100% remote, especially in the IT field. So
you working from home?
So a lot of them you working from home.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of them you working from home. So like I said, it depended on where you at. Yeah, so depending on where you at.
Yeah, definitely the work environment has changed. And I know, like we said earlier, certification, documentation beats conversation. Documentation beats conversation. Back in the day, you could just talk your way into a job. You know, some people. But today, you have to have those certifications. You have to prepare yourself so you can get paid. And it's going to take more money to make it in America, especially Atlanta. You know, when I ride through downtown and over the next couple of years, Atlanta is going to be like Manhattan. I doubt you'll be able to find anything less than $2,800.
If you
You
don't have
know,
your house, you should have got one because those houses going up. But the good thing is,
oh yeah,
like one of my student that is in my program now, he said, "Yeah, Miss Wilson, I'm working remote," and he said, "I love it." He said, "You know what the thing is with IT now? Once you learn and you doing remote, like you can get 2 or 3 jobs." He said, "I got 3 jobs." And I got about
wow,
5 computers. And I'm doing this all at the same time. So one job paying me 65, one job paying 70, one paying 65. And he said, I'm on the computer all day.
wow, woo,
So that's the thing with IT. You don't have to just
whoa,
settle. You know, you can do 2 or 3 jobs at the same time. But it's important to get your certification. And his position is he's a um, cybersecurity analyst. So that's what his
okay,
position is. And he only got his A+ certification.
whoa,
But he do have his Microsoft certification because I sent him back to school. I had a partner with Microsoft, and they sent him back to school to learn how to do the cloud because the cloud is really important right now because everything is going into the cloud. A
mm,
lot of companies is saving in the cloud now. So if your cloud is attacked, then a lot of companies lose all their information. So
right, right,
so that's what I'm doing now, partnering with a couple of companies who are gonna help you get that certification as well. So you can be more marketable.
okay,
So if you get those three, if you get and another one that's coming is that I may branch out into it is data analyst, which is the person who gives you the data that you need for your company. Let's say, for instance, why do we need this? And you the
mm-hmm,
person who will go into the system and look and see all of their different analyst components they have and say, okay, this 30% of people doing this, 30% of the company is doing this, 50% of the company, maybe we don't need this, and maybe we'll be more productive when we do this away and add that. So that's another certification is to go learn how to be a data analyst. So it's a
mm,
lot of things that's coming down, but the number one thing that's coming down is IT, is cloud data analyst, which we're going to get into as well. United Youth of America, and we are already training in the cloud too. So those are some things that you can just take advantage of and try to do it. And don't be afraid to embrace technology because you're gonna be left behind. It's just so many things. Like even when I go to the grocery store, have you seen the new at Walmart? They had a new what you call it? It was a robot that was mopping the floor and cleaning it.
yeah, okay, yeah.
It was
Well,
going by itself.
yeah, you know what? I've seen it, and matter of fact, I've just looked at different places, chased down where they're integrating machines. There's a store, like a regular, like, convenience store that's in the hood, and it's down in Fayetteville. And matter of fact, it's a black couple that has it, and you just go in, and you can use your phone to pay for everything, and it is like going to a vending machine.
Right.
There's a restaurant, and I saw online where waitresses, you know, they in the back, the cook pushed the food on the tray, and it delivers it out to the customers, the patrons out in the dining area. They said the only problem with it, everybody want to take selfies with the robot. You know?
Yeah, that's the
But it's
problem.
here.
It
Yeah,
definitely
people
is.
once people get familiar and used to technology, they won't be as afraid or excited, and it'll be an intricate part of our norm. Uh, you know, when you every industry is going to take an upgrade, and I think with COVID, when COVID came, it kind of put everybody in a position to change because they say, you know what, if they can't keep up, they at home now. And the people that's entering the workplace now, they're finding themselves not just having to take shots and vaccine, but they got to be more competitive because it's people now. It's people coming from other places. And when you said the guy was in cyber security, just imagine these jobs where these folk are in different countries. They don't have to be in the United States to make this money.
No,
You imagine
no.
if you're in a third world country and you're making $60,000 a year?
Yep, and it's remote. And this is
Whoa,
remote.
you're kidding. Whoa.
So you
I
you have
mean,
to you better get I'm just telling everybody because this is getting to the point where the have and the have nots.
yeah.
And it getting to the have and the have nots. You know, rent is crazy, food is outrageous, the cars and all that is so you get if you're not making a decent salary, you need to change your occupation. And while they giving this government is giving you this money to change your occupation and it's free and you don't have to pay for it, because I don't know how long it don't be free. We don't know.
Mhm.
You know, it may get a time they say, okay, that's enough. If you don't
Right.
got it, you ain't gonna get it. So just be
Woo.
able to embrace it now and accept the change and since it's the opportunity, just go and accept it. Because another thing, even when I went to Stonecrest, they had a robot security guard, looked like R2D2
Wow.
from Star Wars,
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
around, his head moving around in circle on the 360,
Wow.
looking with the little blue light. You know the little blue
Mm.
light is the police officer.
Right.
Only thing I thought
Woo.
about was I hope nobody pick up this robot and throw him in a
Hey, but it's probably got some type of surveillance or something on it. You know, I'm pretty sure. But it's so many things that we're going to have to get used to. Uh, and you don't want to get left. There are so many people that live here in Atlanta. We call this the Black Mecca. And if you don't get the necessary skill sets that are needed to put you in position for your family, for yourself and your family and your community, you're going to be at the mercy of whoever or whatever shows up. And when these other people come in, they're going to take advantage of these things. They're going to put these things down. They're going to follow up. They're going to follow through. They're going to put themselves and their families because everybody's hungry. Everybody's hungry. That's one thing we found out. People ready to eat. And if they can find some money that we ignore or we don't pay attention to, I feel sorry. I mean, I'm looking at getting some of this money. I don't want to get left. I already know Atlanta trying to phase me out. I can't keep up. I can't pay $2,800. And I already know for young people, I mean, how long can you stay with your mama and daddy? They trying to go somewhere else. People selling their houses, selling the Winnebago, and you're gonna have to put yourself in a position where you can be self-sustainable, self-sustainable and self-sufficient. So you're gonna have to look at these opportunities. They here.
Yep. Yep. And you gotta just embrace it. And it's okay, it is okay because we all have to embrace it. And while
Right.
the opportunity is here, you need to go through the door. Yep. Because we don't know how long it's gonna be here. And like I
Yeah.
said, those people from Ukraine, they coming in and
Ooh.
their whole country is gone. Like most of the I'm
Yeah.
talking about probably like what they probably got what 20 or 30% of their country left.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Yeah.
70% of their country is
Right.
demolished
Ooh.
and they
Well, you know
barely
what
hanging in there.
we say over here, and this is why we always focus on staying ready. We at war. We are at war whether you know it or not. And
Yep,
opportunity is never missed. Opportunity is never missed. It's just moved and passed on to the next prepared person or groups of people. It's passed on to the next prepared person or groups of people. Now, as black and brown people here in America, you've been here for a minute. You can't see to get your piece of the pie. guess what? There are people coming, and there are people doing this remotely to get some of this money. And you need to put yourself in position. If you got a young one out there that's looking for something to do, that's trying to figure his life out, it's a good time to focus on, find something to work on, focus on it, follow up, and finish the course. I
Yeah,
mean,
especially if they don't want to go to college. They don't want to go to college because a lot of these young people, they don't want to go to college. They want to be entrepreneur. They want instant gratification. And the like I said, apprenticeship program, altogether you can get 2 certifications, your A plus and your network plus, within 9 months, and a
wow.
year in on a job training. So you don't get paid, and you don't earn, and you don't learn. So hey,
Yeah.
you can't beat that. And if you want to come
And,
back and get more certification, you can. So
mm,
hey,
and, and, and there's no student loan debt.
no student loans. Instead of going to the college making like what you do 4 years, and you make about 45 to start off, or 65, because that's how much they don't pay you for no experience. About 45, you ain't gonna make $100,000, even though you got a $400,000 loan. You're not gonna make that.
Ooh.
You'll make
Mm,
about 45,
mm,
approximately 65,000 when you get out of college. So instead of doing a 4 year commitment with a $400,000 loan, hey, you can just come to our program, and hey, it's covered by the government, and we training you, and you getting your job too. And hey, you can't beat that. I wish they had that when I was in school.
yeah, man. You know, if I know if and I know money is getting tight for everybody. Money is getting tight for everybody. Gas is probably, it might not go as high, but it's gonna get high. Rent, utilities. Uh, when we first started talking about COVID, and we first started doing a lot of these We Were Ready podcasts, we started talking about what was necessary for us to survive. Now that we're coming out of this, we have to put ourselves and our families in a position so that we can survive. And money is one of the things that's going to determine where you and your family are able to do. Whether you live here in Atlanta, if you can be in a rural town, some of these rural places where population's about what 10, 12,000, they got rent. You can rent a house or apartment down there for like $400-500, and you can remotely work. And you could be
Yeah,
big king, big queen in a small town, not a lot of crime, not a lot of high prices, and you can make things happen. That's what a lot of other people are doing. That's what a lot of other people
yep,
are doing. They're
yep.
moving out of these things where they can't afford it, and they're getting some skill sets where they can work from home and don't have to drive and all that type of stuff. But
Yeah. And then once you do that, then get your certification and get yourself together. Then, hey, when you can make a 60,000, 65,000, then you can get you a nicer place. Especially you're single and you don't got nobody to take care of but yourself, and go from
mm,
there. Get a
wow,
roommate. Roommates is always good.
yeah, yeah. And make sure they're getting some certification. Don't get no roommate if they don't have no certification documentation. Don't get you nobody that's gonna be putting
A
holes in the
burden.
boat. Yeah, a burden. Because nobody wants a burden. Nobody's trying to take on additional weight. Nobody's trying to take on additional weight. So it's gonna be important. It's gonna be critical. It's gonna be crucial. uh, we have to impress upon you the importance of putting yourself in position for a lot of these things that's coming up. Because I hate to see young people say, man, they had that signing bonus, man, but I couldn't get the signing bonus because they said you got to get certification. Uh, they told me I could make $20 an hour, but I was only able to get about 9 because I didn't get certification. So let's take that out of the equation. Let's get certified. Let's get documented. But as we get ready to close out, and Ms. Wilson, can you share uh, some upcoming things or anything in particular you want to put out there so that people can digest?
Yes. Right now, like I'm also getting ready to start doing some, like I said, some apprenticeship coaching for companies who want to learn how to uh, get into the apprenticeship program and have their own apprenticeship program. So I'm doing
Mm,
coaching on that, um, and that's going to be as a consultant, as a coach. So that's something new that I'm starting off because I get so many phone calls. The government is sending me people. Go talk to them, Miss Wilson. She know a lot of stuff about
okay.
apprenticeship. So I'm like, okay, this seems like a consultant fee.
Mm,
But
right.
and then another thing, if you interested in the program, you just go to my website, which is uyoa.org, which stands for United Youth of America.org. And just fill out the application, give me a call, and we'll get you through the process. But my whole thing is find, focus, and finish. And that would talk to me years and years ago by Mr. Drummer.
The book's coming out.
And that was
Yeah.
that had to probably be about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I endorsed it in my program. And that's been my motto because that's really important because a lot of times us as people, we just all over the place. We go jump here, jump there, and jump here, and then we have no true um direction and what I want to say, specialty. Like you
Mm,
specialize in this, you specialize in that, you specialize in this, but you need to specialize in one thing, and you find it, you finish it, you focus on it, and you grow it. And once you
mm,
grow it, then hey, the sky's the limit. Because I started doing this in like 2007, and it wasn't no overnight success. It took years to bring this, but I found it, I focused on it, and I finished. And today we located in 5 states. Uh, we in Georgia, Illinois, California, Oklahoma, and even in New Mexico. We're
wow.
in New Mexico too. So we in 5 states. And when we started, we were just in Georgia. And my thing is to branch out and become a national program that you can come to my program through anywhere in the United States. I am a national program when it comes to the Army program, Army United. So anywhere in the United States, you're in the military, you can definitely join our program. So just reach out to me on my website, and we'll meet you where you are.
Mm. Well, definitely thank you and appreciate you, Ms. Wilson. You put a plethora of information out there this evening to share with our audience, and I hope that you take advantage of a lot of this. I hope that you take advantage of a lot of this. Um, the only way we can be ready is to stay ready. We have to prepare ourselves and position ourselves uh, for the what's coming. And what's coming could either be good or bad. If it's bad and you position yourself and you ready, guess what? You might take a hit, but you won't do like everybody else. If it's a good wave and this thing is booming and it's glowing and everybody's running, guess what? Because you prepared yourself, you're going to be able to go and excel at a higher level. So that's why we focus every week when we say we got to be ready. We are ready. We are at war. Uh, we are in the battlefield. We got to strategize, put ourselves in position so that we can achieve those things that we want for survival. I want to throw this out real quick as we close out over the next 100 days. Over the next 100 days, I've been putting this out to all my groups. One, spend at least 10 minutes a day with me, myself, and I. Just focus on yourself. Pray, fast, meditate just for 10 minutes. Drink some warm water. Got some warm water here. Find myself drinking more water, warm water. Your blood gonna circulate better. You're gonna get your immune system cleaned out. Your mind is gonna be clear. You have a mind enema. And either walk, crawl, hop, jump, or clap your hands for 5 minutes a day. And then number four, save at least $1 a day. $1. If you're real good and you've been paying attention over the last 100, 300 days, you saving $5 to $10 a day. You save $10 a day, you have $1,000 in 100 days. Or you can do some things and make some things happen. We got people buying houses, teaming up with like-minded people doing those things. Uh, fifth thing, believe, is spend at least $1 with a black or brown owned business. Now that money that you saving, you can be putting that at least to spend $1 once a month with a black or brown owned business. And then finally, contact your family members. Contact your family members, older and younger ones, just to keep in touch with them. Let them know what's going on. Share some things that can help them, help themselves, help their families, help their community, so they won't be a liability on this place called America. America's getting rid of the liability. If you're a liability in America, you're gonna be replaced. Okay, you see these I think 50 stars and 13 stripes. America's not playing. America's not playing. It's gonna keep moving and evolving with you or without you. So we got to keep ourselves and put ourselves in position. We are at war. We have to be ready at all times. This is Reginal Drummer, the Peopleologist. I also encourage you to like, share, subscribe to our channel over here, Square Mile Media Atlanta, and hit that notification button so you know when the shows come out. There's a lot of other content over here, and we want you to get some of it. You got to get some of this. So take care, and guess what? The secret to walking on water is just knowing where the rocks are. So let's make it a great day, and I'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you, Reggie.